what you saw is the phase one of the project. So it is still very much an ongoing project where we hope to actually, bring a farm to St. Louis in a way that makes use of really innovative partnerships and, makes use of the stranded assets we looked into to do something that's really different and unique from the energy standpoint and from a community standpoint. So it is the whole project is a work in progress. But in phase one, you saw that we did the life cycle analysis. We looked at future technologies, which I'm sure you are very well aware of, and perhaps even more so than I am, and then looked at specifics to St. Louis. We did find that, most CEA systems had a higher energy footprint, and I think I don't think that was surprising, but what I found really interesting is it's not just the size of the footprint, but where you are sourcing the energy for the footprint. And I think that was something I had not thought through as much going into it. So finding, it's really two things we need to be looking at. It's not just the size of the footprint, but where we are sourcing that energy and what effects that energy has that really matter as well.
Could you talk a little bit more about the inception of this project? What was it that led to the focus, and what were the drivers behind bringing these stakeholders together for the project and the effort in St. Louis?
We're an environmental NGO. Agriculture and food has a major environmental footprint. Farming is one of the biggest footprints that people have on the planet, but it is also obviously integral to life. You need food, we need healthy food, we need to make sure that everyone's getting enough food. So it is something that has to be approached in a thoughtful manner too, and making sure that we are really respecting and supporting what people need is the first priority. And biodiversity and agriculture are very closely linked. The problem obviously there is that agriculture is both, we need to make sure that people are getting the food they need, and then it has to be balanced with sort of jobs and people's livelihoods. And if we, solely sort of switch specialty crops to indoor farming, is food still getting to the people who need it the most and can they afford it? And what does that mean for people who are, supporting themselves and their families on farms? In a sobering sort of statistic for you, when you look at it worldwide, farmers are also the most food insecure population in the world. So it is a very strange dichotomy. So I am excited about indoor. I think it brings a lot of benefits, but it just shows that there's sort of a lot of pieces to consider in sort of promoting and pushing it, and making sure that it's done in sort of an equitable manner, I would say.
Right. It's possible for urban agriculture to supply about 25% of the demand for those types of crops that can be grown economically in a controlled environment. But the broader conclusion was that that's significant, but that the biggest drivers for adoption may actually be the environmental and social benefits that come with decentralized production in that way.
The sort of focus of this request for statement, the focus of this process and the farms that have sort of, applied and are doing this are ones that are really excited about doing something different on the energy and community standpoint. So